why for walking out on my dad when he told me he finds it hard to love me because he knows I don't love his wife? I-19M was supposed to be spending the day with my dad a few weeks ago only for him to turn around and tell me he wasn't sure he wanted to. That he finds it hard to love me because he holds the knowledge that I don't love his wife, and by not loving his wife I don't love the family they have created the way he wants me to. He said this makes it very hard to keep our connection alive. This was totally out of nowhere. We'd had the plans for over 2 weeks and I drove 3 hours just to be told that. I didn't really have anything to say to any of that, so I walked out and went back home. He has texted me a few times since then asking why I left, saying he wants to talk. His wife and I texted a bit and she told me she didn't understand what happened. I told her she might want to talk to him and I filled her in on what happened. That took her by surprise and she said she'd talk to him and get his head on straight. She later texted and apologized that he did it supposedly on her behalf, and she wanted me to know there are no hard feelings. Dad has told me he wants to talk it out and he wants me to understand that walking out like I did wasn't the right way to handle it either. But that we can't leave it like that. I asked him what the point of talking is when he doesn't know if he wants to spend time with me and finds it so hard to keep the connection going. BG info for anyone who wants it, but if you don't need it then AITA? My dad married Lil when I was 10. I didn't want her around at the start and got really upset that dad was married 2 years after my mom died. Lil told me she understood me not wanting a new mom or stepmom and that we could be friends if I'd prefer that. For a while I didn't, but then I came around a bit. We developed a not super close friendship, but it's there. We're not the most natural fit around each other, but we're both pretty open and honest, which meant we didn't hurt each other's feelings or anything, and we like each other. My dad never got involved really. The only time he said anything was when Lil was pregnant with their first and I was about to have a half-sibling. Dad said he noticed I wasn't very excited and I was like, yeah, I'm not really. He told me he wanted it to be an exciting time for me as well, and I told him it just wasn't. But I did later get involved a bit to make him happy, and that was basically it. They celebrated both pregnancies and kids. I was never excited but developed a fondness for my half-siblings and everything was good. My relationship with dad was super close, or so I thought until this.